and support the enslavement of our planet. Simplified story of dragon families. In Asia, there have always been dragon families who have stolen money from the people and accumulated mass wealth. This gold has been hidden in various places all over mainland China and the Philippines. Eventually the cabal came and began to buy gold from the Asian families for pieces of paper. On the paper was written a promise. The Western cabal promised 50 or more years to pay back the gold. The dragon families were greedy, so they gave the gold bond papers thinking they were getting more money. This happened before World War II. The cabal created World War II to steal the rest of the gold. The US court stole the gold from the people in 1934. They took the money from people. They gave money to people for their gold. People accepted the paper. The controllers will not allow you to print or copy the paper money, only those that control the bank. So in 1934 people had to give gold to receive US dollars. This was the second phase, and then World War II began by the Archons. In Europe the Nazis stole the gold. In Asia, the Japanese stole the gold. And then the United States came, and then that was stolen, but they dug underground bunkers and hid the gold in those bunkers. After World War II, the cabal wanted to transport the gold to the United States. They were able to transport some gold. After World War II, because of the political climate, some of the dragon family members went to Taipei and hid their gold under the city, about 2 kilometers from the exact location of the Breakthrough Conference. It is said that Taiwan's central bank just opened one of those vaults. That gold was here a few years ago, but it might not be there anymore. Cobra said this with a smile. So, the USA grabbed the gold and put that gold up as collateral to get more paper money because the cabal wanted more funding for the secret space program. They built underground bases, built spaceships, went to Earth's moon and to Mars. They spent over $1 trillion each year, $3 billion every day. So people who are working at their jobs, half of our dollar went to this secret space program. All this money taken from the people through their taxes etc. enabled about 100 people in the cabal to go to Mars to have their fun. 3 phases of the financial reset. First phase, energetic phase, ritual reset of all of our debt. We have been programmed to believe we owe money to the bank. It is exactly the same principle as the law of karma. We can exit the old belief system of karma by giving up that belief that does not serve us. The bank wants us to believe we owe them money. They just have someone punch a few digits on the computer. It is a few seconds of digital key punching, and then we have to work 10 to 20 years to pay these electronic keystrokes. And the sad thing is, we are the ones who are conditioned to believe this, and with our free will we agree to this bizarre system. What would happen if everyone would say, no, we don't owe you? It is time for people to stand up and say, this is my money, not yours. But it is hard because the cabal can create repercussions for individuals who stand up against the financial cabal. The dragon family has been given the responsibility to checkmate the cabal. This is the reason for the BRICS, the core countries of the Eastern Alliance. What is behind this is the movement of the dragon families to put pressure on the Rothschilds to stop this slavery. Eastern Alliance is creating a different financial system. They have created a BRICS banking system. They are creating SWIFT banking system and an alternative rating system. So they are doing this against the cabal. The old financial system is working because it is a planetary belief system. People believe there is still gold in Fort Knox. The cabal knows they don't really need gold because the public believes there is gold and that is enough. The cabal knows this false, global or universal belief in the USA having gold is enough now. They don't need to actually have gold in the United States coffers. Their belief in this false concept is locking in the energy of this debt slavery system. The Eastern Alliance is putting pressure on the cabal by exposing this. The resistance movement took the gold away 3 years ago. The cabal doesn't have the gold. But there is a little bit of gold to propagate the illusion. This is why you see storefronts buying and selling gold and silver. It is just enough to keep the illusion active on this planet. First phase is energy reset. People will say no to this system. If you refuse to pay the money to the bank will try to crush you. It is not easy for an individual to go against the system. But now there is an entire alliance that is working for us. It will be much easier to bring the Kabbalist debt slavery system when we have the numbers of the resistance movement and the Eastern Alliance. All debt will be forgiven. The US government debt. Who will collect the US debt? The cabal bankrupted the US in 1934. Since then they control the entire country. The cabal controls the US since 1934. They control all elections, etc. The banksters control the system. One physical house is worth much more than all the money in the cabal's bank account, because a house is real. The cabal put the gold bonds into the trading system. So they put $100 billion in a trading program, and 10 years later they have trillions of dollars. 20 years later they have quadrillions of dollars. But it is not real money. It is just numbers on a computer screen. Nothing more. They cannot even get that out of a bank.